Hi, so today I want to talk to you about maintenance. Right now I'm a 67-year-old female. I am 5'2". I currently weigh between 118 and 121. I am on maintenance. I've been on maintenance for about 6 to 8 weeks, and altogether I've lost 60 pounds on mainly compounded tirzepatide. I have used some name brand occasionally, found really no difference. Now that I've introduced myself, there's several ways that you could handle maintenance. You could totally get off the medication, which I don't recommend, but I'm not a doctor. Speak to your healthcare provider. I don't pretend to be a doctor, and I'll always punch you back to your doctor. But a lot of people fail when they just go off the meds altogether. And there's statistics that show that, and that's not only true with the GLP-1 medications, that's pretty much true with a lot of diets, because let's face it, we've all lost a lot of weight, whether it be keto, whether it be Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, any of those, and we've gained it back. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So I do suggest, if you are going to go off of it totally, that you titrate down slowly and let your body get used to it, and then try to maintain the healthy lifestyle that we've all learned during this, and exercise. But again, it's very hard, and a lot of people fail at that, and most people gain their weight back within a year. Now, another way to do it is they recommend that you stay at your highest dose and just consider that maintenance. And if you're going to do that, you're going to have to either consume more calories or less exercise, or you're going to continue to lose weight. Now, if you are going to consume more calories, I suggest that you do it in a healthy way. Now, for me, that would be adding some more protein shakes, protein bars, maybe a little bit more carbs, but good carbs and potatoes. I'm not saying, oh, let's add a milkshake because now we're not worried about losing weight, because that doesn't work. And as far as exercise, remember, you cannot outwork a bad diet. If you've been bad one day or so, yes, it could help, but all in all, you cannot outwork a bad diet. You could also try exercising a little bit less, which you won't use as many calories, and that'll help you maintain. I would like to see people do a balance of it, because you don't want to stop exercising. Exercising is good for you. It's good for your cardiac. It's good for you mentally. There's a lot of good in exercise. What I plan to do, and what I have been doing, is I was on 10. I titrated down to 7.5. I stayed there for a few weeks. Then I titrated down to 5. And I started to get a little bit of food noise. So I went back up to 7.5, which is where I am. I'm going to stay there for just a little bit, get my body back used to it. Now, being on compound, that's one of the advantages. I'm going to try to go down to maybe 6.5. Again, I've discussed this with my healthcare provider, because they want to see me and I want to see me go down to as low of a dose as possible. With the compound, I'm just going to drop enough that it's about 6 and see how I do. If I do fine, then maybe I'll go down to 5, see how I do. If that doesn't work, or even if it does, then I may try to stretch out my doses for 10 days as opposed to 7 days. We'll see. This is all new. This whole GLP-1 medications are new. The maintenance is new. Remember when you first started out, they thought every single month you go up a dose. It's changed. People have changed. They've done more research. They've learned more about this. And they're now learning maintenance, because more and more people are now getting into that maintenance phase. So there's many ways to handle this. Again, speak to your healthcare provider, because not everybody is the same, and there are several ways to do this. So now remember too, if you go down too quickly and you come back up, you may have to deal with side effects again, the nausea, the diarrhea that your body has gotten used to. But again, we've done that before, we've lived through it, and I'm sure we could live through it again, because the idea is to get down to the lowest dose. At least that's what my idea is. Some people are getting off the medication altogether, and they're like, oh, well, I run a lot now, and different for everybody. That might work for some, that may not work for others, but I know that I have tried every diet under the sun, and usually within 6 months to a year, I've gained the weight back, and maybe then some. So I know that this GLP-1 has worked so well, and I really like how I feel with it, and I'm okay if I have to stay on this forever, but I would like to do it in a reduced form, or longer injection, time between injections, or whatever it takes. So that's where I am now. So, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I'm covering everything. So, remember, if you stay at your current dose, you could still continue to lose weight. Same thing when you titrate down, you still could continue to lose weight. So I'm not saying track your food and activity, but at least be aware, because your body's getting used to everything again. And if you're losing weight on a lower dose, again, you may have to increase calories. That would be the way that I would do it, as opposed to decrease the amount of exercise, because exercise is just so important in many ways. And again, I've been having complex carbohydrates. I may add a couple of just regular potatoes to my diet, just to be able to not lose weight. I'm not going to go too crazy. Like I said, I'm not going to do French fries. Although, again, this is a lifestyle, and if I feel like French fries, I may have a French fry or two once in a while, or maybe even a couple more. It's a lifestyle. We have to live with it. This is the way it is. If you do something like that, just go back to your routine the next day. That's the best way to handle it. And I know we could all handle it, and that is what you want. This is the point in maintenance that you may want to consider microdosing. Small in-between doses, or even 1 or 2 milligrams. And like I said, you may have food noise, but you may want to try like 1 milligram twice a week. There's many possibilities. Again, talking to your healthcare provider can help with that, and there's lots of ideas. And we don't know what's ahead with some of these new medications, especially the new oral medication. I don't know exactly how. I know it's a pill, and I believe it's a daily pill. They may be doing some experiments on taking the pill every few days. That may be an option. I'm not saying it is. This is just me guessing, but there's going to be some more options in the future for us. So let's remember that this is still new, and we're all still trying it. Now, if you have any ideas or want to tell me what your maintenance looks like, please put it in the comment. Please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so that we can keep these conversations going, because we're all in this together, and we all need to support each other. And not only are the GLP-1 medications new, so is maintenance. So tell me what you think. Tell me what your maintenance looks like, and I'll keep letting you know how my maintenance is going.